No sooner did he run in to save his brother, but stopping for a dance break on the way, is he gone. Jeff Hardy is away from AEW, according to reports today. It was back in February of 2022 that he signed, and we're just over 2 years removed from that, and he is gone.
Yes, so Fightful Select reports Jeff Hardy is set to become a free agent on Friday, aka today. Originally, it was believed that AEW could or would add significant injury/sabbatical time to Jeff Hardy's deal, but that doesn't appear to be the case as of Wednesday. TNA Wrestling sources told Fightful that naturally, they were interested in Jeff Hardy considering his history in the company. Matt Hardy has been working in TNA, and TNA sources said things went so well, they asked him to work additional dates. Now, PW Insider also added that TNA aren't just interested in Jeff Hardy, but he's to make an imminent TNA comeback, saying Jeff Hardy is expected to make his return to TNA this weekend. Jeff's brother Matt stated on his podcast in May that Jeff's AEW deal was up in June. We are not sure when it expired, but we're told Hardy is TNA bound. It is not known what his role would be for Against All Odds and the subsequent TV taping.
So before we talk about what we could see with Jeff Hardy back in TNA, modest at the top, but look at my ugly belt. But this AEW run that's kind of come and gone.
Yeah,
I genuinely think one of the big disappointments of AEW signing.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of conflicting factors in that.
I mean, it's been wrought with just really bad stuff, hasn't it? Obviously, the DUIs and everything, injury as well, taking him out was too. It's not been what we would have thought it would have been, that the Hardys reunion. Obviously, I believe reports were saying that, they were supposed to go on a decent run with the belts as well, but then obviously DUI and things like that happened too. So yeah, it feels like it never reached the potential it absolutely should and could have done.
And it seems as there were a lot of irons in the fire for the Hardy Boys. As Andrew said, there were plans for a significant run as AEW World Tag Team Champions, kind of like the Legends Tag Team taking on the new tag teams. That didn't transpire. As we've alluded to, Jeff Hardy getting a DUI in the summer of 2022 put the stoppers on a lot of things. He got suspended all the way up until, I believe, April of the following year. So that kind of left Matt Hardy spinning his wheels on his lonesome. Numerous injury setbacks as well. We haven't seen Jeff Hardy on AEW since February as a result of an injury during a match with Sammy Guevara. Mm-hmm. And even when they were healthy, the matches they had, I don't think were particularly stand out on the whole. There may have been one or two exceptions that you're thinking of now. They kind of put them in trios competition along with Isaiah Cassidy. The plan, I think, was to sort of build Cassidy through that, and that never really panned. I don't believe personally that really panned out either.
No, not really. I don't think so. I don't think it's such a shame though, because as I said, how excited we were, and you know what, sometimes it just happens with no matter what company it is, whether it's AEW or WWE. We're excited that these people, go into these companies perhaps to start something fresh and reignite the fire that we sort of all really enjoyed as we were growing up. And obviously wrestlers get older too, they can't necessarily do the same things that they used to be able to do, but it's heartbreaking, isn't it, when we see these wrestlers not reach their full potential in certain companies and stuff.
So we find ourselves in a situation where a TNA return is on the cards. Matt Hardy sort of has hinted at that in numerous interviews, including one that he did for us in Cultaholic, where he was like, I don't know what he's going to do. I think his contract's up in June, and now it is June. And today, apparently, according to Fightful, as Andrew said, is the last day of that. So interesting that contract expires today on the day of Against All Odds. Now, does that mean that Jeff can turn up at Against All Odds? I guess there would be, I guess you'd have to see for mitigating circumstances whether there would be, because technically if today is the last day of his deal, he's still under AEW contract, if that is the case. So AEW could very well play silly buggers and go, well, no, you're still under contract with us until midnight. So no, do not go to TNA, WWE's new best friends.
I mean, but I don't know. At the same time, I feel like AEW AEW might just be like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool. It's
that's
good.
true.
Just go and do what you want to do.
They did let Willie Regal out of his deal like
Yeah.
months and months and months ahead of it to go back and work with his son in WWE. So I guess there's previous to them letting them go away and do that. But returning to TNA, where he and Matt Hardy created some of the most delightful bollocks.
Yes.
It was here with those two that broken Matt Hardy was born. Brother Nero, I knew you'd come. The deletions. And we also, unless we forget, we had a heel Jeff Hardy in this promotion with the Immortal Championship, that ugly belt. Sorry, I know
Some people like it.
Leon Slater loves that
Yeah.
belt, and well, I'll mention Leon Slater again in just a second. It was also the promotion that gave us Willow. Yeah, there was. Fightful have said that they wanted. There was a time where there was a conversation about bringing Willow into AEW.
I think there's been it feels like there's been conversations about bringing Willow into every other promotion that he's been in as well. I think he's had ideas and wants to bring the character back. I mean, TNA seems like a fitting place to do it, really, doesn't it?
Oh, it certainly does. In terms of what we see from Jeff in TNA, should this all kick off either tonight or tomorrow night at the tapings in Chicago, what do we see Jeff doing as part of TNA?
I don't know. I guess the good thing about TNA is it feels as though you can lean into the silly bollocks a little bit more. Obviously, you know, they notoriously do the wrestler deaths and stuff.
What makes
like
you
that.
say that? I mean, just put up a picture of Eddie Edwards turning into an actual werewolf last night. What makes you think that they do silly bollocks?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. But do you know what? I hope that hopefully if Jeff and Matt do manage to get back together, and I'm sure they will do, I hope it's the run that they really want to have, and it's the run that we want to see as fans as well.
That would be a really lovely thing to see. I know Leon Slater's buzzing about it, newest TNA star. I spoke to him just the other day. He said one of the most exciting moments of his young career, among all the incredible matches that he has had, is chatting to Matt Hardy after Matt Hardy returned at Rebellion, and Matt Hardy saying that Jeff Hardy's been texted me about your finish, the Swanton 450.
Oh, that's cool.
And he said, Jeff says your move is badass. And so Leon's dream opponent is Jeff Hardy.
That's cool.
So I'm really excited for North Wrestling champion Leon Slater defending that belt at Thunderstruck at the Walker Dome in Newcastle on Saturday, July 13th, 2024, and a show that also features Joe Hendry versus Elijah, formerly known as Elias. Check tickets out at northwrestling.co.uk. I'm really excited for Leon Slater to maybe get that run out, and a few others to get that run out with the Hardys. And as Andrew said, I echo the sentiment. I hope they get the run that they truly deserve and they want to sign off on.
Yeah, absolutely.
More than deserved.
Without a doubt.
Ahead of a busy weekend of the wrestling, TNA are putting on Against All Odds tonight. Let's take a look at the card. On the Countdown show, the man who's been spitting squid ink at everybody just for bants, Jonathan Gresham takes on Sami Callihan.
Yes, we also have the TNA Knockouts tag team titles. Militia, the champions, going up against the Hex.
On the main show, Rich Swann takes on the Apple, the man who has very much the eye of Steph DeLander, and maybe the other way as well. PCO.
Oh, do we see him give another rose? We'll see.
I'm
I'm
so.
excited. We've got Steve Macklin and Mike Santana versus the Rascals.
Joe Hendry with his new manager, Chicago's Ace Steel, in his corner. That was revealed last night. Joe Hendry putting out a cheeky tweet saying, "Look in my eyes, what do you see? Ace Steel managing Joe Hendry."
Exciting stuff.
He's facing Frankie Kazarian tonight, is Hendry.
We got the TNA tag team titles, the System going up against the Nemeth brothers.
The X title, Mustafa Ali takes on Tread 7.
I'm excited for that one too. TNA Knockouts title on the line. Jordan Grace is doing an open challenge. Who will answer the call? Perhaps NXT or WWE?
I'm going to say Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley rocking up through that prohibited portal would be rather marvellous.
It would be rather tasty for sure.
And the world title on the line, Moose defending against Matt Hardy, with possibly appearance by Jeff Hardy or Brother Nero or Willow.
Oh, and not forgetting we got another tag team match as well. ABC are going up against Eric Young and Josh Alexander.
It's a packed old card.
It sure is. It's a nice weekend of wrestling, isn't it?
Yeah, and for the WWE guys, it's in Scotland. They all landed this week. They're currently doing all the touristy stuff. Imagine sat on top of a big open bus going around places. We send our best to Jade Cargill. She posted on an Instagram story that she's lost her luggage.
Bugger. That's not good, is it, when you're on travels?
I know. For someone who is, who dresses in such a distinctive way. I'm intrigued what they're going to do.
Exactly, right? You see someone walking down the street in a Jade Cargill outfit, you'll be like, hey, you're the one who won them bags.
That's them. There's a big Primark in Glasgow. So
there is. That's true.
I'm pretty sure she can just nip in there.
Probably with a Greggs in there as well.
Oh, yeah.
So she's right.
I can have a Greggs and pick out a new outfit in the Primark. Naomi's got a lovely new hairdo. She's got Scottish flag airbrushed into her hair.
Looks good.
Very nice. And lots of honours for Drew McIntyre, of course, the homecoming hero. He popped to the Asylum at ICW's training school and got to catch up with some old friends there. But he also got a very special honour from the entire country, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He's been inducted into the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame for Scotland. Drew was honoured with the induction at the Ibrox Stadium, Rangers' home ground, alongside Piper Niven and Scottish strongman Tom Stoltman. McIntyre said, "It's not often I'm lost for words, but it's just hard to put into words. Hopefully my face says it all because it's just disbelief. And I'm in Ibrox Stadium where my football team play, being inducted into the Scottish Wrestling Hall of Fame, the only active wrestler to be ever inducted. It's the same weekend as Clash at the Castle, the first Scottish PLE, and I'm fighting for the world title. What is life right now? It's mental. I'm living the dream. Go on, lads. Live that dream."
I feel bad. They're just going to cost.
No, we don't know yet. It's exciting because there's so many different ways it can go. I'm super buzzing for this weekend because it does feel a bit unpredictable.
And I love how so unpredictable that Andrew and Adam were pivoting on their pitches.
We were.
During the video.
We actually were. There was some changes made on the fly.
I know, right? That's how, but it's great. It's only a 5-show card.
Yep.
But there's a lot of variables in there.
There is, which again, like, and with how hot the Scottish crowd is going to be, it makes it even more exciting.
9 pitches for Clash at the Castle is waiting for you on the podcast feed and on the YouTube channel. Plus, you can check out the predictions video and watch the whole show live with Adam and Andrew at youtube.com/cultaholic/live. What happened at and the WTF moments will follow in the hours after Clash at the Castle. And Fraser Porter, Owen Mawson, our very own editor, Pierce Graffin.
Yes, you've got it right.
Phew!
Look at that. Whoa.
I love Pierce. I just keep forgetting whether it's Graffin or Thompson. And Fraser Porter's on a homecoming tour as well.
He sure is. Yeah, he's the one who's getting interviewed at the presser today. He is.
They're all interviewing him.
All the wrestlers are interviewing Fraser.
Denise Salcedo is clamouring for an interview with Fraser Porter. Tell me what a Greggs is. That'll be what happens. So look out for them. They're out and about across Glasgow without a care in the world. If you see them, tell them we said hi. And if you see Fraser, shake his hand, right? Look him dead in the eye and say, "I know what you did."
I like it.
It will really freak you out.
I like it. Do it. Do it.
For the latest wrestling news throughout the day, we're staying at the mothership this weekend.
We sure are.
You can find out more at cultaholic.com from us. Keys.
I love you. Bye.